you want a reading, this is the one you've been waiting for. Starts off with the flowering card. Oh my God, check it out. Look at this. Perfect time for you to blossom, right? You've got the rainbow of white light on your wrists. That means that all of the creative activities that you're putting your efforts into, they're just going to boom, boom, bubble up so easily. Look, you own the white light in your third eye. You can see it right around there. That means that the full command of the universe, of all of the blessings of God, of Source, however you want to look at it, that full measure of power is at your fingertips. So it's time to believe in the ideas that you have going on are just going to continue to blossom. And it's a good time to really write down those ideas and sort of map them out a little bit. You can see that with the black and white in the hair. That represents logic, and that represents putting things down in black and white so that you're able to really see them simply and clearly. Now, all of the stars in the background around your head here, that's all going to represent that the universe itself is looking towards you. The stars are taking notice of you. They're like, hey, this person's really a player in the world. We want this person to be able to succeed. They've done the work, and now it's time to blossom. Now it's time to flower. So you can see that this little petal right here, this pink represents the red root chakra, but it's in pink and white because it's saying that the starlight, the intuitive light, your ideas, they're all coming down and backing your new material world, this new world of what you're putting forth. So a lot of this feels like you're doing new things with your family, you're doing new things with your business, new things with your own life purpose. And that, again, is really what you look like here. Look at this brand new selfie of who you really, really are. You've got your green leotard, your green belly. What's all that? That navel green, this is your heart chakra, your spiritual light, your spiritual identity is who you are and who you are running with. That's why it's on the bottom part of your body. It's the fact that you've put your legs and taken actions into acting on your spiritual higher ideas. This also means that you're using your intuition in a way that makes life very easy because you don't have to really look things up. You don't so much have to really ask other people's opinions. No, you've got all of these little flowers on here. All these little flowers on the pants are just all of your past experiences that you've acted on your heart and that you followed your heart mind, and now they are all part of your makeup. So you're able to really go in there and do what you need to do and trust that what you're doing is going to be successful because it is unique, original, one of a kind, just like you are. See this? Now look, the flower crown up here on your head. Now that's going to be all about you realizing that when you do things in the world, you need to see the end result, see the blossom. Okay, if you want to be the flower queen, want to be the flower king, you want to be the flower one, you need to be able to see the outcome. So this looks like imagining and feeling what it's like from this serene state of being. Imagining and feeling what it's like for these nice relationship communications with your family. You have a son, you have a daughter, you have children in your life that you want to help develop and grow and evolve. And so look around at the people coming towards you. They are opportunities for you to mentor, for you to pass on your knowledge, for you to be subtly aware of what they need in the moment so that you're able to give that to them and see these flowers of success with these relationships already in your mind. Feel what it's like to have easy transactions with them, easy communications, being able to know the right words to say at the right time, being able to shut up at the right time as well. Now, let's look over here. All of the blue indigo in the sky and all of the pink coming down there is again showing that there's forces at work in your favor that are beyond our comprehension. And it's so good when we just relax again and just make that mental note that the stars or the source or the universe is looking after me. It is doing what I cannot do for myself here on earth. You can see that that is coming in with the yellow here and the yellow hue around your third eye. That means that you're experiencing all of this new type of joy because of the confident actions you're taking in your relationships, in your family affairs, in your work, in your creative endeavors. You know that you are acting as a whole being, one who is really living on that spiritual light. One more thing we see here is all of these little waves down here of the blue is part of the throat chakra, or the communication in the world, is really what's lifting this whole thing up. Your words, your imagining outcomes that are favorable, your ability to articulate and to put things into the written word, the spoken word, the sung word, yeah, the vibrational word. You being able to align with all of that is what's lifting this whole thing up and supporting your whole successful experience. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other card in a few minutes here, but there's a couple more things I want to talk about, and I can't wait to get into these two because they are going to really be unfolding some good stuff for you. I can already tell. All right, when we go down in deeper here, look, we're even seeing that the logo on the card right here, this little P, is important. Let's get that in focus for you. That little P, why? Because this is all about pals, being a pal to people around you, or finding little pals in the world that are there to help you. Now, this can be noticing animals, other people's pets. Just notice when you see them. Notice that they are secretly helping you in some way that is beyond your comprehension. All of life is really what it means. Unconscious life in birds and dogs and cats and fish. They're all out there swimming and being who they are. And that natural ebb and flow of this ocean of pals are all working, teaming up to be that flowering life force for you. So again, this is all this big, big, big stuff, and we'll get into more of this in the next card, but all this big, big, big stuff going on in the background for you. So you don't have to carry the whole weight of everything yourself. Rest secure that you are contained inside the eye of God. Man has his being and movement in God, says the Bible, and in this way you have your being and movement and successful expression in the universe that is holding you and wanting you to succeed. Okay, let's take a look at the second card. Oh yeah, look at, there you are. The creativity card. So boom, you are that individual that is reaching up to that heart chakra, green, and as you continue to reach to your heart mind, meaning go into your reborn intuition over and over again, you'll keep getting these inspired thoughts, inspired nudgings. This is you using the stars of coincidences. So perhaps you're on YouTube and you see something come up in your YouTube feed and it sounds like something you're working on. Take a glimpse at it, pull one of the little starlights out of it. It is a little helper. This also could be you're in a relationship with a family member and they're in a conversation with them. And what you guys are talking about starts to resonate as a coincidence of what you've been working on, but seeing it in a coincidental, serendipitous, or synchronicity way, kind of like a metaphor. When you start hearing other people in your life talking in a creative way about the things that you're working on, you want to engage those, you want to feel those. And they will be abstract, as it shows in the card here. You're going to get abstract little associations of the things that you're working on from the people, places, and things around you. And you just want to acknowledge that. You want to take that and you want to lift it up and put it in your heart. Lift it into your secret place, that is our heart mind. This is another quote from the Bible where it says that the angels came down and they told Mary, hey, Mary, your son is going to be the Savior of the world. And it says in the Bible that Mary, she took that and she took that abstract idea that the angels sprinkled into her mind, and she took that and she put it into her heart and pondered it. Put it into her heart and pondered it, and eventually it grew, it flowered, right? And it came to pass. Let's look at the last card and see what we need to know here to button this up. The fighting card. Oh, look at that card. It sucks. That's the worst card. You're fighting too much. How dare you? No, no, no. Now, this is definitely a warning, but not like a warning like, oh no, be careful, oh no, be afraid. No, nothing like that. This is more of just a little bit of a little subtle nudge for you to just remember that in this world of duality, right? We look and saw it in the first card. In this world of duality, we have light and dark, and we have to balance those out and accept them. They are really us letting our hair down, is us accepting the light and the dark in the world. And here you have it again, the light and the dark. They can go against each other. So if we start to pit things against each other, whether we pit like our progress against somebody else's progress, whether we pit what we think is important in a person's life, and they're just not there yet, or they're working on some other part of their life. If we judge other people in the way of like, you should be further along than you are, no, we don't want to do that. That would be us fighting this beautiful creative flow in the world of God, source, universe coming through individuals. And that's what we can see here is all the rivets on this outfit, on this armor, all the little yellow rivets are really all of the little people and experiences that we're having day by day, where we want to look for the yellow or the joy or the yellow or the hue of happiness that is coming through other people. If we can see what makes other people happy, what other people are interested in, what other people are really working on, if we can help them celebrate that by acknowledging it, not judging it, by acknowledging it, by reflecting back to them off of our armor, which we don't have to worry because we're protected. That's what the armor's there for. But we can reflect back the light. That's why you see all the white in the card. Reflect back the light to them, that we know that what they're working on is valuable, is special, is important, and meeting them in their joyful spots, asking them what they like about what they're doing. See, it doesn't matter if they're doing stuff that you don't agree with, or if they're doing stuff that you don't really feel any strong interest in. For example, perfect example here is like of a kid who just loves video games. Now, you might think it's bad and wrong for him to spend so much time on the video games. Fine. But why not look at some of the joyful parts of what he's getting out of it and be able to meet him there? That way, you are going to be able to communicate in a way that won't be distasteful of his interests, because we want to help other people blossom in their own unique ways, in their own creative, interesting ways. And that's going to help us along our path, because it's going to reinforce our own creativity, our own uniqueness, our own individuality. Now, it also doesn't mean that we want to, just let a kid run wild on video games. No, we have to also fight for, or really not in a violent way, more stand up for. Fighting here means standing for. We have to firmly stand for what we know to be right and true in the roles in our life. So if we are a parent, we do have to stand for certain disciplinary roles there and make sure that we help lead and shape the child's experience towards something that's going to be productive and constructive. But again, be careful to avoid any type of emotional power struggles, as we see here in the card, or any type of what could be seen as fighting. Remember, it takes two people to fight. So if you start to feel that strong stuff coming at you, like fists like this, you can chill out, take that breath. That's what the blue is. Pause, breathe, take those deep breaths. Let the air wash over you and bring you back to your serenity space, so that you are able to then consciously contact your little connection here with Source, Universe, Light, and you'll get the stars of words to be able to communicate back to that person. So the last thing I see here with all these cards together is really a message of you're standing up for your spiritual heart mind in a creative way, standing for your individual expression and communicating your individual expression of God, of Source, of light, of the rainbow variety of colors, of unique things in the world. You are a force unmatched and an image unseen before in the world. Way to go. What a great reading for you. Thank you so much. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel, because there's going to be more readings. There's plenty of other stuff for you to dig through on this channel. Self-awareness principles and practices, law of attraction, spiritual card readings, here for you as your spiritual friend. Take care. Have a great day.